This FCX24 K5 Blazer might be one of the best FCX series crawlers yet. Here's why I think so. So I'm back again with another FCX series crawler from FMS. Almost a monthly tradition at this point. I am a little late to the party on this one though. This model has been on the market for quite some time now, but after having the opportunity to unbox and drive this rig, I can see why it's been such a popular and well-received truck. Like with other FCX series vehicles, this truck comes fully ready to run, packaged in a nice reusable styrofoam case, and includes a great manual packed with useful information and exploded diagrams. Along with the truck and transmitter, a wheel wrench, battery charger, license plate decals, an optional roll bar, spring clips, and the O-rings needed to fill the shocks with oil are also included. Like with other FMS products, this is an officially licensed painted hardbody. When ordering, you'll have the choice between black, a two-tone brown, and the two-tone orange that you see here, all great looking options. Other optional parts and accessories are also sold separately by FMS. The body looks great and shows some nice detail. Like with just about any other ready-to-run vehicle, a little bit of work such as doing some detail painting could really enhance the appearance even more, but it's good looking right out of the box. Of course, more die-hard scale enthusiasts may notice this Blazer's slight inaccurate A-pillars and windshield rake, along with the pretty significantly enlarged wheel arches. These wheels also extend well beyond the sides of the body. Also note that despite the fact this truck is being listed as a 1/24 scale model, the true scale is something more like 1/18 to 1/19. Here's a look at this truck sitting next to the FMS K10 pickup and the FCX18 Land Cruiser for a size reference. Just like on a real K5 Blazer, the rear cover can be taken off, simply by removing a few screws. In its place, the included roll bar and lights can be installed. There are holes for LEDs if you choose to add them on the back of each one of those lights. On a real K5 Blazer, this would look less like a pickup truck bed, however FMS has chosen to give the truck more of a pickup look when the top is removed, rather than have a bench seat in the back like what would be present on the real thing. The back of the cab would also be open. It may not be the most accurate, but the truck looks great whether it's in a pickup truck or SUV style. No interior is present on this truck, but nothing a little design work and 3D printing can't fix. Inner fenders would also enhance the appearance of this truck quite a bit. Nothing new here with regards to the chassis. It's your typical FCX24 that has been the base of other FMS vehicles such as the Smasher and Power Wagon. Also, like on other FMS models, the body has quick release tabs that can simply be pushed in and the body will pop right off. In fact, this Blazer body is interchangeable with those aforementioned models. I'm definitely digging the look of this Blazer body on the Smasher chassis. The usual 2-speed transmission and portal axles are present. I've been very impressed and have had a lot of fun driving these FCX series crawlers. They're quite capable for their size, and there's tons of available hop-up parts for this platform as it's been out for quite some time now. From the factory, these shocks do not come with any oil, and they're quite bouncy. As I showed before though, O-rings are included if you'd like to put some oil in these shocks yourself. The portal gears in the axles are metal, along with metal gears in the steering servo. Here you'll find the included 380 mAh 2S LiPo battery. Just like the chassis, the included 3-channel transmitter is nothing new, but still a pretty solid ready-to-run transmitter. You can press the bind button to turn on and off the headlights. You can also quickly adjust your drag brake intensity by double pressing the reverse button and pressing one of the steering or throttle plus or minus buttons. The channel 3 3-position switch is what you'll use to shift between low and high gear. Of course, that information is listed in the manual. With the batteries installed, the only thing left to do now is take the truck out for a test drive. I was pleasantly surprised with the performance of this truck. I figured this larger K5 Blazer hardbody would make this truck kind of top-heavy, but really it's pretty well balanced, and it's surprisingly capable at times. One thing that I noticed is that this truck is a little slower than some of the other FCX24 crawlers that I've driven prior. This actually makes it pretty nice for slow crawling, and it will still go a walking pace when shifted into high gear, but I just thought it was sort of interesting that the truck is noticeably a bit slower than some of the other ones. I'm not sure if that was intentional or there's just some variations from one motor to another, but again, I'm very pleased with how well it slow crawls, so no complaints. You can really see that truck bouncing around. I might have to put just a tad bit of oil into these shocks at some point. I do like a bit of bounce. I think it makes the trucks look a bit more authentic, but in this case, it's a little extreme. You will probably notice that the truck has kind of a stop-and-go look at times. A lot of that, I believe, is a result of the 2-speed transmission and the portal axles. There's just a bit of slop in various parts of the drivetrain, and it all adds up to the point where the truck sort of can rock back and forth a bit. It's kind of undesirable, and it does take away a bit from the lifelike appearance of the truck, but I don't think it really impacts the enjoyment when you're out driving. It was honestly more capable over certain obstacles than I thought it would be, and overall I think it's a really nicely balanced truck. Whether you want to drive at higher speeds and high gear, or do some really slow speed crawling over more rocky terrain, it really does a nice job even in stock form. The FCX24 K5 Blazer from FMS is an impressive little truck, combining great scale looks with off-road crawler performance. With its $150 price tag, I think this would be a great choice for a more budget-oriented hobbyist or a younger hobbyist. I believe this is my 5th FCX series vehicle, and every single one came out of the box working perfectly, with everything set up and ready to go driving. I've also put miles on some of these trucks with virtually no issues or maintenance needed. The FCX series trucks have proven to me so far to be a great collection of RC models, and overall a nice blend of off-road performance and a lifelike appearance, all for a pretty hard-to-beat value. For the die-hard scale enthusiasts, this is not the most accurate representation of a second-generation K5 Blazer. Certainly not a bad representation, and it's a good-looking truck, but as mentioned before, there are some inaccuracies which may be enough to deter some diehards. If you're one of those people, one upcoming model that may be worth some consideration is the FCX18 Chevrolet K10 pickup. This model has not yet been released at the time of posting this video, however this truck is of course using a very similar FCX18 platform. For more information about the FCX18, check out one of my prior reviews with this Toyota Land Cruiser. In my opinion, the Chevrolet K10 body from FMS is a more accurate representation of a square body Chevy. Of course you can still nitpick a few things here and there, but overall a great looking body, especially if you take the time to add a few painted details and accessories. That truck will incorporate the same 2-speed transmission and portal axles seen on this Blazer, though I anticipate it will be sold at a higher price, most likely more in line with what the FCX18 LC80 is currently selling for, which is about $180 US. If you're more of a die-hard scale modeler, that truck, in my opinion, will get you a slightly more accurate body while still incorporating the capable FCX series axles and transmission, though its longer wheelbase and increased rear overhang will make it a bit less capable than the Blazer in certain scenarios. Just one option to consider, though if you're curious about the upcoming FCX18 Chevrolet K10, make sure you're subscribed to this channel as more details will be shown in a future video. I hope you all enjoyed this little look at the FMS FCX24 K5 Blazer. I do plan on doing a few mods to this truck, which I'm definitely looking forward to showcasing in a future video. At the moment though, I've got some other crawler projects in the works that will be popping up on the channel in the meantime. If you're interested in purchasing one of these trucks, I have included the link below in the description. And of course, as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.